Ha! Hey everyone, Hassan here. Welcome to the world of Ha. Today, I got another Uchu Sentai Kyuranger review for you. This is the last of the Kyuranger toys that I currently have. This is Kyu the Weapon. So this is the main weapon that each of the Kyurangers has, and each Kyuranger has its own formation of the weapon. So what's cool about this is that this has 9 different modes, basically for, each of the individual Kyurangers. So that's pretty cool, and I'm excited about that. So let's take a quick look at the packaging first. So let's do that. So here it is, and it shows Shishi Red right here holding the Kyu Sword, which is his version of the weapon. It also comes with the Kyutama number 20 right here. It's got like a little telescope thing there. So there's that. There is the full team right there. Except for Shishi Red because he's on the front. The side shows you, again, Shishi Red with the Kyu Sword right there. The other side shows you another image with the sword. And then the back of the box is where all the good stuff happens. So basically, this comes with 3 different pieces, and you can combine those pieces. Either, in some cases, you only use one of the pieces, like for this combination here. In some cases, you're going to use like 2 of the pieces, like this combination. And in the case of Shishi Red, I think that's the only one where you're going to be using all 3 pieces combined. So would have been neat if more of the combinations used more of the pieces, but it is what it is. So we'll take a look at that. So I have all of the Kyutama lined up in the back as well because they will be used for some of the combinations. Like, at least you don't technically have to do that, because it does come with this Kyutama, and the sounds and stuff that it plays, it doesn't matter which Kyutama you use. But for the purposes of making it show accurate in some way, you see like the yellow one has yellow right there. Pink has pink on it. So I'm gonna display it just like that so you can truly see what the actual combinations look like. But before I get into all that, I want to take a look at the actual Kyutama that it comes with here. So this is number 20, as I mentioned. So let's focus on that. So the sticker right there says number 20. And you got like that little telescope design right there. So this is the first Kyutama that I have that is not designed like one of the, it's not one of the Rangers Kyutamas. So I know there are other ones that they're releasing in different packs. I don't know if I'm going to be collecting those yet or not. But for now, this is what you get. So you get halfway there, and then you get that right there. And so all the other Kyutama, when you shine the lights on it, you get a little image of the Ranger in the cockpit, right? When you shine the light on this one, you get these little stars. So I'm not sure if that's how all the non-Ranger Kyutama are, or only this one, but in this case you get those little stars right there. So that's what that looks like, which is kind of interesting. So there you have it. All right, so let's take a look at this right here. So there are 3 pieces to this thing. So I'm going to take it apart and show you the individual little pieces here, and then we're going to have some fun making all these different little combinations. Let me get that out. And okay, so you have this main little piece right here, and this is the piece that has the speakers, all the sounds and everything. So it uses batteries, there's the on-off switch, and it has a couple different triggers depending on which mode you're in. You can push the trigger up here, push the trigger down here. It all does the same stuff. But you also have this little piece right here that can come out for some of the modes. And it uses like this sparkly blue kind of, it's got like a sparkly blue finish to it, which is cool because it makes it more like space looking, So that's certainly pretty interesting. So I do dig that. I think that looks pretty cool. But like I said, there's different connectors here and here depending on, which mode you're going to use it with. Then you have this piece right here, which also has the same sparkly blue right there, and I love that. I mean, I think that looks really cool. Blue is my favorite color, and I like how this is like a little translucent, but the sparkliness of it like really makes it kind of pop a little bit more. So I really like that, actually. I think that looks great, definitely. Now you can also tilt these down and up or diagonally, on both sides. So depending on what combinations we do, that'll come into play. Then last but not least, you have this little piece here, and this also has the same sparkly blue, which looks pretty cool. So I dig that. But otherwise there's that, and this does twist like that, so it can be sideways. So depending on the combinations, you can do some stuff there. So let's combine it to form the Kyu Sword. Okay, so that is what the Shishi Red uses. So basically the little axe part plugs into the bottom piece here, and then you have this blade which goes in like that. And there you have a sword. Pretty decent size, so the hand fits pretty comfortably in here, which is nice. And this looks cool. You know, I think overall it looks pretty decent, and it's a pretty decent size for what it is. You're not going to get anything super big with you know, the fact that this is supposed to make all sorts of different combinations and stuff. But it's pretty neat. So let me turn this on. So there's an on-off switch right here. And you'll see the LED lights up. So you do have that functionality there as well, which is cool. So you can push either of the triggers. So it does that depending on no matter which trigger you do. When you hold it down, it says Kyu Sword. And what happens is every time you hold it down, it's going to cycle through all the different weapons. So unfortunately, it does not know which combination you're in. You have to manually tell it which combination you're in by holding down the button. So I'm just going to do this real quick, but so for example, I just held it down again and it went to Kyu Spear. Now if I push the button, it plays a different sound for the Kyu Spear. Does that make sense? So you kind of have to manually do it, which is kind of annoying because let's say you wanted to do number 9, Kajiki Yellow, right? Kyu Slasher. You have to go and basically keep doing it until you get to the one you want, and then you push the button. Now the nice thing is, it is in order. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It goes in order of the Kyurangers. But you still have to do it one by one. It would have been nice if in some way, maybe it could read the Kyutama and know which one is placed in. You know, that would have been kind of nice. But regardless, I'm going to turn that off, turn it back on. So, we're back at the Kyu Sword, right? So that's what you get. Now, you put any of the Kyutama, it doesn't matter. So it says Galaxy, and then push a button. And it does that. And now, every time you push it, it plays the same sound that it did before. So, that's all the functionality that this thing has in terms of lights and sounds. So I'm gonna actually take that off, and I'm gonna grab Kyutama number 1 for Shishi Red. Since that's, again, doesn't matter which Kyutama I use, but for the purposes of showing you this little demonstration, this is the one for the Red Ranger, and so this is the combination for the Red Ranger, so I just wanted to kind of show that. Okay? So that is that combination. Now, let's get to number 2, all right? So this is for Sasori Orange. So we're looking at Kyu Spear. So I'm gonna take that away. Okay, and bring this forward. And basically what we're gonna have to do for this one is we don't need the middle piece. So I'm gonna, I think I accidentally pushed a button which makes a sound because sometimes I'm not able to replicate that. I don't think it actually makes sounds when you truly do disconnect stuff, just FYI. So for the Kyu Spear, you basically have it like this. I really have to look at the box because there's so many combinations, it's hard to tell. And this plugs in, and then you pull this piece out, and now you have what looks to be the Kyu Spear. So, all right, Kyu Spear. And that's the sound that you get. Okay, and we'll plug in the Kyutama. So pretty cool, and I do like, you know, that you can really put in the unique Kyutama and come up with the little designs and stuff. But that is basically, that's the Kyu Spear right there, okay? So, let's move that away. Grab number 3. So now we're going to look at the one for Okami Blue, and that is it really sounds like Kyu or something, but he's saying Kyu Claw, in case you're wondering. So, for the Kyu Claw, what you're actually going to have to do is you're taking away this little piece right here. Okay, this is going to fold in. And it's going to be up like this. And then you're going to take this piece here. It's going to plug in. So it did make a little sound right there. Sometimes it doesn't, sometimes it doesn't. I'm not able to figure that out truly. And then this kind of goes down like that, essentially. And this is basically supposed to be... Oops, I just switched to Kyu Crossbow. See, that's the annoying part, is you can accidentally do that. And now I'd have to cycle through all the sounds all over again. So I'm just going to turn this off, and then I'll get to the sounds in a second. But basically it's like this, I guess. It doesn't really show how they're holding it, but it's like a little claw like this. So I assume that he holds it like this, you know, so something like that. That seems to be the case. But let's turn this on.
Kyu Sword, Kyu Spear, Kyu Claw.
Alright, Kyu Claw. So let's push the button. That's the sound that it makes. Alright, so now we have the Kyutama, of course. And there you have it. Alright, so we're just going to kind of whip through all of these. Next up, we have number 4. So this is for 10-bin gold, and we're going to make the Kyu Crossbow. So to make the Kyu Crossbow, we're basically going to take this and flip it over and then just do that. Ta-da! There you go. Kyu Crossbow. Very easy. And so... Alright. And that's the sound that it makes. So let's stick the Kyutama on there. Oops. So, pretty neat, you know, again, you can really, you know, I do think some of these modes look pretty cool. You know, some cool sound effects. You got the Kyutama right here. I mean, it's definitely pretty cool, and kids will have a lot of fun getting to roleplay as their favorite Kyuranger, you know? Alright. Move that away. Next up, we got number 5, which is for Oshi Black, and it's the Kyu Axe. So for this one, we're going to take this off, and it's actually going to attach on to the top here, like so. And now you have, so there you go, Kyu Axe. So that's the sound that it makes right there. So, okay, so let's attach on the Kyutama. And there you have it. So again, you know, these modes do look pretty cool. It would have been nice if, you know, if you have a bigger scale one, a bigger axe, but it's still pretty cool overall. All right. Now we have number 6. So this is for Hebit Sky Silver, the Kyu Sickle. So for this one here, we're going to take away the axe part. Okay, so that goes off. Then this piece actually comes out. And what we're actually going to do is we're going to rotate this sideways, and this is going to attach on just like this. Okay? And here we have the Kyu Sickle. It's a very interesting sound. Sounds like really quick, like, you know, so that's kind of cool. And then, of course, there you have it. So, of course, again, it doesn't matter which Kyutama you put on there. I'm just putting the correct ones just for the purposes of making it look proper. But same sounds no matter which Kyutama you put on. Okay. Now we have number 7. We have Chameleon Green. And so this is going to be the Kyu Rapier. So this one is actually, in my opinion, one of the weaker ones because it's literally this. That's it. Just the one piece with this extended out. So I don't know how he holds it, like this. I don't know, but okay. Kyu Rapier. So there you have it. So maybe he like stabs, something like that. I don't know. And this attaches on at the bottom. So again, here it is. The Kyu Rapier right here for Chameleon Green. All right. Next up, we have Washi Pink, number 8. So for this one, this also is very basic, and it's even more basic. You basically just fold that up, and that's it. We're done. Like, that's literally, it's just the one piece. That's it.
Kyu Shot.
It's the Kyu Shot. So I assume this is meant to be like a little blaster of sorts. I don't know, but that's it. So that's kind of disappointing because, you know, the Washi Pink's, like the Washi Voyager is one of the cooler Voyagers, but her weapon's kind of one of the lamest. So that's the sound that it makes. So, you know, it needs sound effect, I guess, but still kind of lame. Okay, so there you have it. So there it is with the Kyutama on there as well. So, all right. And then, last but not least, we have number 9, Kajiki Yellow. So for this guy here, we have, you're gonna turn this kind of sideways like this. You're actually gonna refold that out all the way. And it's going to attach on like so. Okay, so it just attaches directly right on there. And we have the Kyu Slasher.
Kyu Slasher.
There you go. That's the sound that it makes. So I don't know if he'll hold it like this. That would be kind of cool if he holds it like this, because this is almost just like a smaller version of the Kyu Sword, you know, so it would be kind of lame if he just has a smaller version of that. But there you have it, and let's attach this on. Hold on. So there you have it. The Kyu Slasher. So, you know, I do like the fact that there are so many modes and you can really kind of pick and choose, you know, what your favorite mode essentially is. So that is certainly nice. But I kind of wish some of the combinations were a little bit better, you know. That being said, overall, it's still pretty neat. And this is definitely, you know, a fun little toy, and I do like all the different combinations that you can get with this. Last thing that I want to show real quick is, you know, I did mention the Kyutama that it comes with, right? This little one here. So I want to play this sounds and the lights, I guess you could say, with the Deluxe Seiza Blaster, the Henshin device, because I have not done a Kyutama that's not a Ranger yet. So I want to see what happens. So let's do that. I'll turn this on. So this is obviously sold separately, and I've done a review of this, so you can go check that out if you want to see all the sounds that all the Kyutamas make in here. So, oops, wrong way. I don't know what it just said. I've been trying to figure it out. If anybody knows, let me know in the comment section below, but there you have it. So, let's do the Henshin. So basically it does the sound effect and it turns blue, but doesn't say any name of the Ranger because there is no Ranger. So that makes sense. Okay, let's do up to summon. This would normally be summoning the Voyager. So it summons some kind of Voyager. I don't know what. I really can't tell what he's saying, but there's that, so that's interesting. And what you can do again, we're going to control the Voyager here. Oh, hold on. Wait. So that's the sound that it makes. All right, now let's dock the Voyager. So really cool sound effects that it makes. So there you have it. So basically, there's no Ranger name that it says, but it still summons a Voyager, it still has an attack and all the other sounds and stuff that it does. So that's definitely pretty cool. So if you want those other unique sounds, you may have to collect some of these other Kyutama that are not for the Rangers. So keep that in mind when you're, trying to collect these items here. So that's that basically. So again, this does not come with those Kyutama. These I got separately with all the other mecha, and I've done reviews of that. This only comes with this Kyutama right here, and you have these 3 pieces that can form all 9 different combinations for Kyu the Weapon. So overall, it's pretty cool. I do dig it. I think the size is pretty decent. It definitely fits in nicely, has a decent weight to it. Some of the combinations are okay, but some are kind of cool. And I do like how, even though it doesn't read the individual Kyutama, just placing them all on there gives them their own unique look to it, So that's definitely really nice to have. So pretty cool, and definitely worth checking out. So I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you later. So guys, that's it for all the Kyuranger reviews that I have so far. Let me know in the comment section below what you thought of the Kyuranger toys, and do you want to see more? If you want to see more, help me out, do me a favor, and please give my Kyuranger reviews some thumbs up, please share the videos, and please subscribe as well. If you show me some love, it'll let me know that you want to see more Uchu Sentai Kyuranger reviews, because these are expensive. We're importing them from Japan, so these are going to be more expensive than your typical Power Rangers toy, and sometimes it can be a little hard for me to justify that, but if you guys really like these reviews and you show some support, then I know you guys want to see more, and I'm excited about these. I love it so far, so I would love to do more. So let me know what you guys think. Hope you guys enjoyed these. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you later.